Welcome to this week's episode of 93 Days. Today is December 15th, and my dad and I are tucked into our shooting shack in Cass County. It's a rainy, drizzly, warm morning here, so we opted to sit together and stay dry, and we'll split up for this afternoon's hunt. This past week has been pretty slow. A couple of us have been out. We didn't have a whole lot of action. We were down on this farm last weekend and saw a handful of deer at a long ways away, and then my dad had that little buck come right up to him in this same spot. We're just hunting today. This is the last day of the muzzleloader / slate firearm season here in Michigan. So it's our last chance to get after a buck with a gun. But my dad will definitely take a doe if he can get a shot at one as well. That's kind of our main hope this morning. I know Steve and Lance have been out and or are going to be out this afternoon, so we'll check in with them if they've had any action, and we're going to give it one more chance all day today and see if we can make something happen.
Okay, hey guys, so finally made it to the blind. There's quite a bit of snow up here. It's really good snow, at least. Probably close to a foot. Where it is 3:30, so I got a couple hours. Got the trailer warming up. It's cold, but it's fun. I love being up here. I especially love being up here in the snow. So I think I do get deer in my food plot yet, so I'm hoping that's where they come. That's where the 44 will come in handy. I'd really like to get another deer with that. That was pretty cool. It's been years since I have. I'm really hoping to get one with my pistol, so if I can't get a close shot tonight, then I'll just wait. I'm sure I'll see deer tomorrow. So they're all through here, going down through the road, trails all over, deer tracks all over. It's awesome. So I love this time of year. It's the time of year where my frustrations start to settle. You know, I haven't killed a buck this year. I've hardly seen any bucks we're shooting. A few, but just nothing close. But at this point, whatever. I kill some does and put some meat on the table and enjoy myself. I just love being in the outdoors in the wintertime. So hopefully we have a good night. Find out. I think I got one. Just got a shot on one. She ran away a little bit, but I think that was a decent hit. That's about 40 yards. So I got this gun sighted in for 50 yards. So I'm not too worried about that one. Pretty excited. Oh man. Yeah, tell you what, hunting with this camera is difficult. She had me pegged once again, just like the doe I shot with my rifle. Just had me pegged. It's so much harder to get everything going at one time. It's frustrating. It's fun, but it's frustrating. I'm not. If any of y'all know done it, I'm sure you know. But sticking with it this year. I think I got that one down. So I wish he would have fell right over there, but I'm gonna look at the video back and hopefully hopefully I got it done with my pistol. That'd be awesome. Here she is, found her. Kind of a wild chain of events last night. Pretty fortunate to find her. Yeah, after I thought it was a good shot at first, and I looked at the footage back, and I'm like, oh man, no, I think I just grazed her belly. It kind of looked like. Went over where I shot. I found a little bit of hair, but no blood, no nothing. Followed her all the way down. She ran down the trail, went in. There was nothing, just her tracks. She flinched a little bit, but that's what made me think that I hit her pretty good, but I was clearly mistaken. But yeah, wound up being pretty far back. So unfortunate, not the way I like to do things, but and I thought I missed. I hunted this morning, didn't see anything. Decided to, just to do my due diligence and be sure, do a sweep of the area she ran down into, and yeah, I was walking up and I was going up the trail, and I happened to see her over here. I said, oh my goodness, there's a deer laying there. And I walked up to her, and sure enough, it's the doe I shot last night. A nice, big, healthy doe. It's cold out here, so everything should be good with her. When I found her, she was still pretty, if rigor mortis hasn't really set in all that much yet, so I don't think she was dead for very long before I found her. But super happy to get her done. This is my second deer with this pistol, and second deer with a pistol in general. So very blessed, very happy. Thanks for all for watching.
Should have sailed, huh?
Those back ones are big does.
That's the group of four. That other one running down. Alright, they're back in our game then.
They're all spooked by something.
Yeah.
Well, it's about 10 o'clock, and I am gonna pack my stuff up and head back. I'm gonna check the rest of the cameras on this farm that we didn't check this morning and see if anything's been going on this last week here. And then this evening I'm gonna go sit back in a different area where I sat last weekend. My dad's gonna stick it out, sit all day. He brought food. Somehow he's gonna sit here and look at this empty cornfield for the next 4 hours, but
Probably take a nice nap. It's pretty comfy in here.
we're just basically trying to burn time until the Lions start this afternoon. So I'm gonna get moving, and we'll see you in the tree on the other side of the farm. I am just getting settled in for the evening hunt here. It's about 2:45. I have roughly 3 hours until dark. Over the years, a handful of my aunts and uncles have graciously offered up their spots to me when they're either tagged out or done hunting in late season. A lot of times our area of the farm isn't super great, this time of year, but there's deer in other areas, and so I'm super thankful for that. Tonight I'm sitting over a pit cornfield in a spot that I sat last weekend. It's a really cool spot. It seemed to be a decent amount of deer activity over here, nothing close, but it's fun to look at something different. So the weather is about the same from this morning, except it's not quite as rainy. It's definitely still dark and misty and mid-40s. Our wind's blowing out over this pit corn, so anything coming from the woods behind me, we should be good to go. I am just buck hunting tonight. I know my dad is still doe hunting this evening, but I'm just hoping for a big old buck to walk on by, and one that I'd like to put my second tag on. So this is the last gun hunt for bucks of the year, and we'll see if we can cash in. Here. Blood here. Right there.
We hope it's a sheep. Well, we got a nice big girl. It's what I've been after. She came out late and kind of messed up. I double hit the record on the phone, but honestly it was so dark and getting late, and she was probably 80 to 100 yards, so I don't know how good of the video would have been, but we might have it on the Tacticam. I'm not sure, but anyway, she will fill the freezer, and I am super tickled pink with her. Good deer.
Well, the end of gun season has brought a wet, drizzly Monday morning. It is December 16th. I'm out trying to get some work stuff done, but the rain is forcing me to hold off on that, so I figured I'm going to take advantage and go back behind my house and check the trail cameras in the woods here. I have not stepped foot in the woods on this property since before opening day of gun season, so it's been over a month, well over a month. Reason being is there's been a lot of gun hunting pressure in this area. We've just tried to stay out of here and not pressure the deer as much as we can, and let them have somewhere safe to hide from the flying bullets over the past month in the area. But I'm gonna sneak back in here today, check the cameras and check the food plot, and see if there are any bucks that are worth going after for this late bow season. Unfortunately, I didn't find much of any hopeful information. We had quite a few young bucks using this area coming through on camera throughout the early portion of November, but after gun season open, there has been very little, and then in the month of December, there's only been 1 or 2 year-and-a-half-old bucks. When you're managing a small property, there's so much that's out of your control, and unfortunately, a lot of these little bucks that we're looking forward to watching grow and hopefully getting a little bigger size to them and getting them a little older have since been shot. But that's the way of the world. That's Michigan deer hunting for you. Pretty much what that's proved for me, though, is there's not going to be a whole lot of hope for the late season on this property. I'm going to do a little bit of hunting on some of my permission farms. There's been some deer showing up on camera on some of those, so we're just hoping as December gets older and we wind into the end of the 93 days here that something shows up that we want to shoot. And there is still a chance here. We have quite a bit of food on this place, but there certainly isn't anything at the time being, and quite frankly, I'm hoping that all the deer still alive in this area can just make it past the season. But we appreciate you joining us. Not sure what the whole next couple weeks will entail. I know Hunter and Lance are trying to do some late season hunting, hopefully to fill a couple more doe tags, and I will definitely be hunting here and there, trying to fill my last buck tag as well. So keep after it. Hopefully some of you guys have success with a bow on any last buck tags that you're hoping to punch, or can cash in on the late doe seasons. And with any luck, we'll be able to do the same. We'll see you next week, Wednesday.